Hey y'all, Melvo here. I am expanding my monthly reading offerings to include an angel reading. So this is your angel reading for June. This is for all signs, for everybody. I took a moment and called in Archangel Michael to protect this channel, this reading, and to all the angels to come and assist in getting the message out that you need to hear. So this is different from the regular monthly readings, and we'll see how it unfolds and what is different about it. I think I'm going to take a very quick moment to play my singing bowl. We're going to go ahead and just clear the space real quick here. Okay, there we go. I feel better now. That feels good. It's been kind of challenging getting things together from a technical perspective this evening. All right, so we're gonna start with the Archangel Oracle deck. I'm just gonna, as a disclaimer, I have a cat and he might make a visit with a very loud, demanding meow out of nowhere. Now he's just laying on the couch, chilling, like he's just gonna be cool, but you never know when Jasper's gonna make an appearance. All right, here we go. So I am getting a message about water, and water being needing to be on the forefront for June. Makes sense because we're gonna be in, it's gonna get hotter. So maybe drink more water, salt baths. If you're gonna be in the pool a lot, you might want to make sure you're moisturizing your skin, finding joy in being revitalized by water, lakes, the beach, creeks, bodies of water helping to ground you and bringing you back into getting centered. All right. So the first message I have is remember who you are. And so oftentimes when this card comes up from Archangel Michael, there has been a bit of losing a part of yourself, or having lost a part of yourself, not knowing how to get that part of you back. Maybe you are coming to the realization that some parts of your life choices have been because of what other people have told you you should do, and you have followed that program for so long that you somehow lost yourself in the process of that. The how to get that back is to kind of dismantle the past, to go into the past and see where that started. Look at maybe like the job you have, the relationships you've been in, the life choices you've made, and then taking that one piece and saying, where did that actually come from? And then deciding if just the knowledge of where it comes from tends to help unravel, dismantle that programming, that conditioning. You did not lose any part of you. It just feels lost. It's in the background. And there's also a Native American practice of soul retrieval. You might want to look into that, where fragments of your soul may have been left during times of trauma. If that applies to you, soul retrieval is really great, but it's also really important to, if trauma is involved, to make sure that you have sought the help of a professional, that you are treating yourself very delicately when you're doing something like that. But you're also being reminded by Archangel Michael that you're a powerful, loving, creative child of God. God being the God of your understanding, and you are very loved. Okay, so I'm just going to let you see that for a minute there from Archangel Michael. Now, if you want to work with Archangel Michael's energy, the color blue. Now, this also came up. So I think this relates to the water message that I had. And that is Archangel Raphael. And that talks about making sure that your lifestyle is healthy. Now, recently I haven't been imbibing in alcohol, but this time of the year would be a big beer time for me. And if you are drinking, make sure that you're also drinking a lot of water, fruits, vegetables, raw foods. Not necessarily that you have to join the raw food diet, but foods that haven't been cooked. There's certain foods that retain their vitamins and minerals best when they're not cooked, because it breaks them down. On the flip side, there's certain foods that have to be cooked in order to open up the properties and to allow your body to be able to absorb it. So focusing on your diet, making sure that you're exercising. If you exercise a lot, make sure that you have that also balanced. Sorry, let me fix that a little bit. If you just have to take this message in the way that it makes sense to you, what resonates with you. But definitely look into your lifestyle, see what's working, what's not working, check your time that you're spending on certain things, and make sure that you are balanced in the things that you are spending time doing, and being highly focused on what you're putting in your body. Okay, so Archangel Zadkiel brings us the compassion message. Now, this talks a lot about people, situations that you might find yourself in, where a person may be coming across as very rude, or not helpful, or what seems to be purposely divisive. But we have to remember, we don't always know what's going on with people in their life, especially work situations. And you might feel the need to give somebody an FU in a very professional manner, and write the perfect email to get that dig. But Archangel Zadkiel is asking you to soften your heart, and instead, because it comes from the ego, the need to throw that energy back at that person. And in relationships outside of work as well, sometimes the best thing you can do is soften your heart to the situation, and not bite. Don't take the bait. Sometimes people act a certain way to get that reaction, and it's not because they want to make you upset. It can be because they don't feel good about themselves, and they feel the need to be put down, yelled at, abused, and so they are subconsciously seeking that out, and you don't have to give that to them. And a lot of people, a lot of you, I would think, will carry it with you for years later because you said something that you regret. So please be careful with your interactions with others right now. That's a message from the angels, the archangels. Now I have this Kyle Gray deck. It's the Angel Guide deck. And this is a new deck. It's a very high vibrational deck. It's interesting. It's new. Like, I know I said it's new, but it's new to me. So I've only been working with it for 1 week. But I'm going to let them talk to me and let me know what the message is in addition to what we have already received from the archangels. This particular deck does not have angel names. It's just their energy and their message, okay? I also wanted to mention that the angels are free agents. They don't belong to any religion. Most cultures have angels in their spirituality. Sorry, I got lost in the card. There are a lot of spiritual belief systems that have winged ones. So angelic beings are ancient. The concept of them, the presence of them. Okay, so first card is angelic protection. Let me keep that out of the glare. Okay, so clear message there. You are protected. When you are feeling less than safe, when you are worried about your family, your children, if you're worried about what the actions of others can do to your life, it is time to call in angelic protection. It is time, remember that we have our free will. Whenever you're working with the angels, you have to be specific in what you need from them. And you have to open yourself up to that assistance. It doesn't take much. It's in the asking. Thanking in advance helps to further that that delivery of that request and receiving the help. So you ask and the help comes immediately. It is us who has to settle into faith, out of worry, and out of trying to solve the problem we just asked for help for. Because if you ask for help and then you proceed to try to solve the problem, you are sending the message you're not done trying to solve the problem yourself. So that's really important. There is a chance for opportunity and change coming, and probably asking you to remember who you are so that you feel worthy of these opportunities that are coming your way, so that there's not like an imposter syndrome thing going on where you don't think that you deserve the gifts that are coming to you, the opportunities that are coming to you. Maybe you feel like you don't know enough, you're not skilled enough. So any of those thoughts, you can ask for angelic help to remove those negative thoughts from yourself and open your arms to receive. Don't be afraid of the change. Don't be afraid that change is going to cause bad things to happen. Because the angels can work with all changes. When you are inviting them into your life to help you, then you are shielding yourself with their love. You are shielding yourself with their light, and they are able to work in any situation, seemingly good or bad, and make it a blessing. Okay? Do the work. So I kind of try not to eye roll myself here because I try not to roll my eyes because I hear you. Y'all always talking about having to do something. Do the work. Okay, so this is a very clear message that what you need to do is what should be focused on. So you may want to ask for clear guidance as to what exactly am I supposed to be doing right now. It's not always you should be studying for this, or you should be researching that, or you should be calling these people, or you should be talking to this person. Sometimes it is you need to rest more. You need to drink more water. You need to eat leafy greens. Like, you will be inspired, and there is also in between being inspired is the ego that's like no. So there could be two sides of you. But when you're feeling the inspiration to change your diet, it is so that you can align to your most optimal health. And when you are healthy, that's another energetic part of you that is allowing the good in. So when you drink more water, you're allowing the good in. When you are drinking, when you are eating vegetables or drinking, if you put them in your shake, you are allowing that life force energy into your body. These things have very tangible results, and it just doesn't always make sense to us in the moment. Why is that important right now when I need to focus on this or this other thing or that? That didn't even answer my question. But sometimes you're not being given an answer because you're not being asked to do more or do what you think is the answer. Sometimes you have to get out of your own way, and it's better for you to step back. So I'd also like to say it talks about getting adequate sleep, which is definitely important. And you might be sleeping 8 or 9 hours, but you're not sleeping well. So make sure that you are in comfortable sheets, that you're sleeping at an optimal temperature in your house. If you're waking up sweating, that is not an optimal temperature. Make sure that what you're wearing to bed is not too heavy, that you're not too hot, that you're not too cold. There is a balance. There's a perfect space. There's a Goldilocks zone when it comes to sleep, to get your optimal sleep. All right. This is the last part of the message for June. For the angels, this is the Archangel Michael deck. And let's see. The Innocence card. Thank you for helping me see that all your qualities of pure love and light are reflected within me and all others. Help me embrace my God-given innocence so I may be at peace. So that really talks to me about the inner child. That part of you that is creative, that part of you that believes in miracles, that part of you that is still innocent in some way. And there's one of those in everybody. Everybody has this inner child that didn't do anything wrong, okay? And so that also really ties into the Archangel Michael card that we got. Remember who you are. Okay, so the core of you is that inner child, that part of you that was not conditioned. And, some of us have been through situations that really started with childhood, that started dismantling parts of who we were. But when you were born, you came through as a soul that knew exactly what it wanted to do, exactly what its life purpose was, exactly how to navigate the world. And with a great passion and desire to strike out there and get shit done. And then we are met with society, with our parents, with family, with friends, with strangers that mold and shape us and change that initial us. But that part of us is still pure. There is a pure spark of light in everybody, and that pure spark of light is innocent. It is pure. And you can tap into that part of you. And regardless of anything that you've done in your past that you might not be proud of, that does not mean that that part of you does not exist. Okay? So let the angels wrap their arms around you. Let the angels shower you with their love and support, and know that the angels love you unconditionally. And maybe you have not experienced unconditional love in this lifetime, and it's hard to get it from people. It's hard to get it from humans, but it's very easy to get it from the angels. Okay, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.